The storm is coming. The scent of war swirls in the air. As the Imperial throne lies empty, the fate of all Tamriel rests on the strength of a common prisoner's soul. Evil awakens. A long-vanished foe stirs. Those who would destroy Tamriel seek out dangers to their dark plot. And so death's long arm reaches out. It is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding. This is where our journey begins.
Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and today I am bringing you a Let's Roleplay of the Elder Scrolls Online. Now I've already went through and set up my controls the way I want, and this is going to be our character for this Let's Play. His name is Gryphon Rhodes. He's a Breton sorcerer. And he's not quite sure why he is even here. Now, Gryphon grew up in the Imperial City. His parents were artisans, but not master artisans. You know, they weren't, blacksmiths or tailors or carpenters. Instead, they worked at various jobs wherever they were needed. So he's really just one step above a peasant out in the field. And the one step being that he is educated to some extent. His formal education's about 8th grade or so, which would be pretty average for a middle-class person in this type of a setting. Now, Gryphon Rhodes began to develop magical talent, as he came of age. So he had applied to the Mage's Guild in the Imperial City, but had not been officially accepted yet. By the time that the assault on the Imperial City started, and he was hauled off as a prisoner and killed. Although, at this time, Rhodes doesn't even really know he's dead. Right now, he thinks he's just a prisoner. Thinks he was probably knocked out or drugged or something, and doesn't realize right now he's actually in oblivion. Now, because if you look around, this looks like just a regular cave-like dungeon prison, I mean, granted, that gate looks pretty ominous, but that could be just psychological warfare. Anyway, so Gryphon is about to start his journey. Now for this, I am going to be playing in third person because I find the first person view very disorienting, so in this instance I'm going to have to just let my not throwing up on my keyboard take precedence over the immersion of the game. So let's get started. Oh God, by the divines. What the hell? Where the hell is this place? I don't know anything what's going on around here. Let's see. Oh. How long were these people left in here? I mean, nothing but skeletons now. Oh. It looks like there's been a lot of them. What? A ghost? Some sort of spirit?
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself.
Okay. I'm kind of creeped out right now. What's happening? Who are you?
Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. Yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety. Not yet.
Okay. So you're one of those guys that adds a whole bunch of mumbo-jumbo onto the answer just to make yourself seem smarter then. So what do you want from me?
You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titanborn.
Okay. Lyris Titanborn, who is that? I really don't understand what you mean. How am I supposed to get out of this cell? And what kind of a fool keeps weapons in a prison? Well, thank you for that answer.
We are escaping. Let me open your door. That's it. Quickly, you must escape before the guards return.
Thank Julius. Let's get out of here. Good God. What kind of depraved people run this place?
Quickly, follow Urgency.
I can't imagine even Oblivion being this awful. And that creepy old spirit still talking in my head.
There are weapons in the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
God, the stench. The hell? They smoked him.
Grab something to defend yourself. Don't be greedy. We have a lot of prisoners to arm.
Alright. Got a sword and a shield. Although I've never actually used one of these things. I've helped make a few. I've seen the guards practice with them, so guess I'll just have to make do.
An enemy approaches. Strike it down.
Oh!
Slow vestige. With the passing of time, any indecision becomes decision.
Ah! Divines. It ain't bad enough I'm stuck in some creepy dungeon with skeletons attacking me. Got that damn voice in my head. Wonder where my clothes are.
Another enemy blocks the path ahead. Dispatch it quickly.
Whoa there! Are you alright? Good fighting.
At least that's done. Hello.
You've got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
Okay, who are you?
A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris.
Lyris Titanborn? I was told to find you.
Who told you to find me?
This ghostly figure appeared in my cell, an old man in rags.
The prophet. He spoke to you? What did he say?
Some random mumbling to try to make himself feel smarter, and said our fates are intertwined. Such silliness.
Ha. That sounds like the prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
I can still hear his voice in my head. What does he want me to help you do?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
What do you mean Tamriel's a long ways away from here? Are we like on that continent where those where the blades came from? What was its name? Aknir, something like that. Or Atmora? Yeah, Atmora. Are we on Atmora? Huh, no answers, huh? What the hell do you mean Tamriel is a long ways away? Nah. Now let's just get the Oblivion out of here.
We made it. Come. The sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find a way up.
What are these sentinels?
Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the prophet.
Hold on, you're saying we're in Cold Harbor? That just can't be. How in Oblivion did I get into Cold Harbor? Are you sure you didn't take a serious blow to the head or something? And beyond that, how the hell are we supposed to destroy a magical construct? I mean, I have some magical ability, but it's completely untrained, unfocused. I mean, I might be able to shock it, but it'll be just as likely to shock you or myself.
I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way.
Oh.
We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the sentinels unguarded.
Oh, brilliant. Brute force. Yes, that's going to be so effective on magic. Let's just go punch it in the eye or something. Let's look around. Maybe there's something around here I can use. I don't know what they're fighting about. Is that the sentinel? It looks like a magic construct to me. Huh. Whoever that was, he managed to cut it. So, I guess you can damage them with physical attacks. What's in here? Nothing. Let's see here. Ow! That hurt. Whatever these things are. Oh, it's a nice big axe that one had. Whatever these things are, I gotta make sure to get away from them before they explode. Oh, looks like they're trying to hide this. Maybe there's something valuable inside. Well, pair of shoes. Definitely take a nice pair of shoes right now. Lyris, would you like this axe? No? Alright, seem more your style than a simple rusty sword. It's too big for me. Hey, watch it! So everybody gets a 1 gold allowance around here. Use more than like 1 septum. Well, I don't have any idea what I'd spend it on, but I'm sure once I get out of here, having some money would be nice. One of those flame creatures. Guess this is the sentinel thing? Looks like a giant eye. Well, let's go ahead. Let's punch it in the eye and see what happens. That
Quickly,
worked!
while he's blinded, we must get to the prophet's cell.
Okay. One of those fire things.
God of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
God of brutality? Yeah. He's such a god. Why doesn't he just whisk me back to my cell with a wave of his hand? Let's see. Is there another one of those sentinels up there? Ow! Well, looks like this one's already been punched in the eye. What's in here? Iron mace. I think this will be easier to use than the sword. After all, I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to hit him with the sharp edge of it. You know, any part will do, so. Now, Lyris, you're supposedly a warrior. Do you have any suggestions for me? Okay. I think I got it. I'll give that a try next time. Thank you, Lyris. Well, here's a chance to try it out. And that did work better.
The Prophet's enclosure isn't far.
More people trying to kill me. Let's see. Now, that over there is where we came down at. I already went over there and there was nothing. That was where I punched the sentinel in the eye. Let's try... No, did I already go over there? Let's take a look over here. I don't think I went over here yet. Never thought all that time I spent, you know, tumbling in the schoolyard as a boy would ever come in this handy. Guess up there's where I need to go then. It's the only place left. What's one of these chests? What's in here? More shoes. No, this is where we came in at. This place is so confusing. You get all turned around in here.
Hermamora's wagging tongue.
Some sort of magical barrier over it. Well, apparently this magic he can't destroy with brute force.
Damn it! Destroying the sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
Who's Cadwell?
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
How can a madman possibly help us?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home, and he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
Now let's go find this Cadwell. Maybe he has a map. I doubt he's any crazier than you are. Or me. So I'm actually beginning to believe this whole Cold Harbor thing.
One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead kings got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their bows, and stabbed themselves.
Okay, I can see why they call him a madman now.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
Greetings, she must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
We're trying to get inside the Prophet's enclosure, but the door's sealed.
Oh dear. Well, that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
And how do we get through all that?
Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well.
Where's the entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give it my best.
Do you happen to have a map of this area? Thank you.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
I don't plan to. I plan to get home as soon as possible. Okay. So, follow the water down to the end. Well, the door's conveniently labeled the undercroft, so I guess this is it. Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking any food I find down here. I'm not that hungry. None of these doors are locked. Ah, good, some protection. Oh, just happened to fit too. That was convenient. Oh, another chest. Maple bow. No arrows though, so not that useful. So let's stick to the light. Let's check that map that Cadwell gave us. Okay. Looks like I'm facing the wrong way. I'm supposed to be going this way? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so continue on this way. Careful of those spikes, they look like they'd hurt. Over here? Yes, this way. Ooh, that was close. Alright, here's the ladder he was talking about.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
Not sure about drinking any water I find in here either. Oh, lockpick. Might come in handy if we countered any locked doors, although I don't really know how to use it. Did help the locksmith a couple of times, so maybe I can figure it out. Another lockpick. Oh, who just leaves lockpicks around a prison? Guess Molag Bal is who.
Alright, the good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm going with you.
What do you mean? Where are you going?
I probably should have mentioned this before, but it never seemed like the right time. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet.
Why you? I would seem like a better choice. After all, you're an accomplished warrior. I'm just a laborer. You know, you really should find another way.
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved. The Prophet chose you for a reason. Get him to safety.
What do you mean I don't have a beating heart? I mean, the fact that it hurts every time I got burned or punched or stabbed kind of shows that I'm alive. But if you insist on doing this, I ain't gonna stand in your way. I just want out of here. So I'll keep him safe if you want to jump into that prison cell.
There are magical locking devices on either side of the cage. You need to deactivate both of them so I can begin the transfer. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
My protection. Yeah, my eyes are perfectly fine. I don't know what good my protection is. Now, I don't see any levers or buttons or knobs or anything on this, so... Well, apparently you just have to touch it. Let's try the same thing over here.
I give myself that the Prophet might be free!
Well, that was the simplest spell incantation I've ever heard.
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. Lyris sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
Can we take her with us?
I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige.
Vestige? My name's Gryphon. Gryphon Rhodes. What's your name?
That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined.
Thank you for calling me an empty vessel. Why does Lyris call you the prophet?
That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll.
Years of torment?
We must make haste to the anchor.
What anchor?
The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
Okay, I have no idea where it is, but stay close to me then and we'll see if we can find it. Ah, another conveniently labeled door. The anchor mooring. More skeletons. Ow! Thank you for the healing, Prophet. By the 8!
Damned are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering.
Is that Molag Bal?
Come, I will protect you.
I gotta fight this thing? Apparently I whacked it in the knees enough.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a sky shard.
Physical form? What do you mean regain my physical form? All these blows I felt very physical to me.
A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some linked them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
Okay, I'm ready.
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the sky shard.
Another kind of weird spell. Whoa. Wow. Oh.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time.
It's weird, I feel like there's more of me than what there was a minute ago.
They cry out for mercy. Hear my voice, Akatosh. I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied.
Nice prayer.
Hurry! We must go now!
What? You want me to just jump and this beam of light's supposed to carry me up? Don't see any other way out of here. Guess it's better to die and falling down a pit than to spend the rest of my life in that cell. Crap, I'm falling into the sky. Where am I now? Seems like every time I go to sleep I wake up someplace I've never been before. This looks a This looks a lot more hospitable than the last time. And he's back to being a ghost again. Hello, Prophet.
As I feared, we arrived at different locations. I am in a city of industry, where men speak of intrigues and plots beneath layers of innuendo and pleasantry. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
How long was I unconscious?
Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voyage between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land.
Okay. What should I do now?
I'm afraid you'll have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, and that's very honorable of you. When will I see you again?
I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard.
Where should I go?
You must find your own path. But
I
perhaps
said that already.
there's a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore. Search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
You think there are many who need my help?
Indeed. I sense that even now there are good people near you who face grave danger. They need your assistance, should you be willing to give it. To thwart the will of Molag Bal, we must skirmish with evil wherever it rears its head.
Should I join a company or something?
We do not face these troubled times alone. Many shall rise up to fight this tide of darkness. Wherever you go, you will encounter others who share your courage and valor. Help them if you
Courage?
can, and
Valor?
enlist their aid if you have need of it.
Okay. Well, I'll go find the people that rescued me from the sea. I should at least thank them.
I know only that you were fished from the sea and dragged aboard a ship. You have since been transported to a large city. I suggest you visit the city docks. There you will find someone who can direct you to those responsible for your rescue.
Okay, Prophet. Thank you. Goodbye. Anything useful in this room? Huh. Interesting book. I'll read this later. This one doesn't look all that interesting. But well, I guess I just have to go find out what I'm supposed to do. Oh yeah, he transported something into my inventory. A sealed urn. I wonder what's inside of it. Another